Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You?
Doing good. So, what are we doing today?
We are on episode 13 of Grim Geography.
Okay.
Hi.
And we have a visitor.
Hi.
She's coming to be a
Ah.
part of it.
Yep. She is.
Wow. So, episode 13,
13.
Grim Geography.
We're going to 2008.
Okay, so we're not going down a rabbit hole.
Not yet, because I haven't finished Rainy City's rabbit hole yet.
Oh, God. Probably the 1920s.
You're close.
Oh, my God.
Considering she was born in like 1839.
Oh, Peyton, come on. We want current.
Well, I'm waiting to see. There was a case actually here in Washington, a cold case that was just solved. She's about to jump on you. They just made an arrest in like a 31-year-old cold case.
Wow. Okay, so this one is 2008, you said?
2008. We're going to Tinley Park, Illinois.
Okay.
Do you recognize that location?
Tinley Park. It sounds familiar.
We are doing a case that's kind of close to my heart.
Okay.
We are looking at the Lane Bryant shooting cold case.
Oh, that's what it is.
It has remained unsolved for 17 years.
Yes. Peyton used to work at Lane Bryant.
I worked at 2 different ones, and this has always kind of remained close to my heart because it's never been solved, and there's a survivor.
Yes.
It's never been solved. And actually, Charlie Min, and also I know people documentary, Charlie Min is a hit or miss with people, but he's one of my favorite documentarists. He is actually doing a series on it. He is doing a document on it.
Yes.
Because we'll get into it, but yeah, our dogs are knocking everything over.
Yes. It is so hard to film with them. We have 3 of them, and they're huge. They want love. They want this. They want that.
You ready to get into it?
Yes.
So we are going, like I said, we are going to February 2nd, 2008, Tinley Park, Illinois. So you had 4 customers, a part-time employee, and the store manager at a Lane Bryant, and it was in like a strip mall.
Okay. So, who people don't know about Lane Bryant, they're mostly in the mall, but back east, they seem to, or in the center, they seem to be in the strip malls. And they're in nice strip malls.
Strip malls are becoming more and more common now because I want to say, because the one in Linwood, up here in Linwood, is in a strip. I believe Centralia is in the outlets.
Yeah, but the one in, is it Renton or Tukwila, or what is it?
It's Tukwila. They're in a strip.
They're in a strip mall, but a very nice she strip mall.
Very nice.
And the one she worked at, the one in Washington was in an actual mall.
And the one in Morgantown was in a strip, kind of actually. Do you realize how, I didn't realize until after the fact, my strip mall is laid out almost very similar to this strip mall.
Oh, wow.
And it was kind of, our back area was kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Like when we did trash and everything, one person always stayed, we always had to have 4 people in the store when we did trash. One person remained up front with the door locked. One person stood in the back with the door open while 2 did the trash.
Yeah.
And we never did it past 5 because that's when it got really dark.
Okay.
And even though I was in a college town and we were pretty safe, we still had incidents in our...
Yeah.
Like, we had a guy who threatened one of my coworkers with a gun.
Oh, wow.
And her and I were the closing, and we did not want to leave the store, and we had to have police there to waiting in the parking lot for us. Because we parked on, like, the side.
Yeah.
In the dark. I mean, you saw where I worked.
Yeah. And I saw where you guys parked.
Mm-hmm. And so by the time her closing would get there, we would be all the way down at the very end of the building.
Yeah.
That's when I started parking up front.
Whether they cared or not.
Yep. I did not care. So you have 4 customers, like I said, part-time employee, store manager. They were taken into the back of the store and they were shot.
Okay, all 6 of them?
All 6.
Okay.
5 of them, all women, were killed. The part-time employee was wounded, but she survived. And she
Okay.
has never been identified because of the fact that the
She
shooter is there's a
is
sketch, but the shooter remains unidentified. We have no idea who did it,
yeah.
and we'll get into that because like there's a lot of stuff, and I have very strong opinions on this case.
Okay. Do you
So
think it was an inside job?
no,
Okay.
but what blows my mind, they have audio recording of him.
Wow.
They have a full sketch and audio of him, and he has never been identified in 17 years. And so I will get into it about my issues with the case and how this case has been treated.
Okay.
And also for people who don't know, Lane Bryant's a clothing store. It's a plus size
Yeah,
clothing
it's
store.
for larger women, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the manager and the part-time employee
No,
were plus
no,
size.
I worked with many people who could not fit in the clothes
Yeah.
because they were smaller.
Yeah.
But it's still some of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yes.
So the 5 fatal victims had all been shot in the head execution style.
Okay.
And the 6th woman survived because she shifted her head right before being shot,
Okay.
causing the bullet to only graze her neck.
Okay.
The fact that he didn't realize that one did that, I think this is just the amount of like blood and stuff.
Well, I would assume so because your neck and your head bleed. So.
Well, and also if she was the last person shot.
Oh, okay.
So at least one victim was sexually assaulted by the perpetrator.
Oh my god.
Police found the victim shortly after receiving an emergency call at 10:45 a.m. The gunman was described as a black man with thick cornrowed hair and a receding hairline, along with one braid laying over the right side of his face at cheek level and decorated with 4 light green beads on the end.
Okay.
So they had a really good description of this dude.
Yes, I mean.
Police believe the attack was a robbery gone astray,
Okay.
though the mode of the shooting has been a matter of debate.
Okay.
So the victims are, you have Jennifer L. Bishop. She was age 34 of South Bend, Indiana. Carrie Huddick, Chiuso, 33 of Frankfurt. Rhonda McFarland, 42 of Joliet. She was a store manager.
Okay.
Sarah T. Sazafransky, 22 of Oak Forest. And you have Connie R. Woolfolk, 37 of Flossmoor. And like I said, the last victim's age and identity has been withheld from the public.
To protect them.
To protect them. Mm-hmm.
How scary knowing he's still out there and you're the survivor.
I would totally ditch town.
Yeah, I would move.
I would totally move. 1000% if that happened and I came home to that. Wouldn't you guys?
I would move. I would pack my family up and move.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Move.
So the shopping center was closed and locked down while being searched. It was reopened after police found the gunman had left the immediate area. So he literally did this and then got out the fuck out of town.
Yeah.
He dipped so quickly. Which, after you've recovered 17 years, he has definitely did it. He kept his mouth shut.
Yeah,
or he's
and
dead.
you know, or he's dead or he's in jail, and he could have kept on doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows.
Uh-huh. So a $100,000 reward, half of which was donated by Lane Bryant's parent company, Charming Shoppers Incorporated, was offered for information leading to the gunman's arrest. So on February 6, 2008, Lane Bryant announced the establishment of the Lane Bryant Tinley Park Memorial Fund. In honor of the 5 women who were killed, Lane Bryant also offered to pay for the victims' funerals.
Well, it's the least they can do.
Mm-hmm. And I think we actually, as employees, I think we can have part of our paycheck, at least like a certain percentage, pay into that fund.
Yes.
And it helps everyone at LB.
Yeah.
It'll help anyone who goes through a tragedy at Lane Bryant.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? When I worked at Lane Bryant, we were prepared for mall shootings. We were prepared for all that type of robberies.
Yeah.
We at the
It's like, give
strip,
them the money, let them go.
yeah, we were told just to do what they say because it was never worth it.
Yeah.
I was trained in mall shootings and what to happen in case of a mall shooting because of where I was.
Yeah.
I never.
Lock your fence.
We had to get this gate, this heavy ass gate that we had to pull down with like a hook,
Yeah.
and you had to get it down so fast.
Yeah.
The Steve Wilco show was being taped in Chicago. They profiled the suspect or the shooter at the end of one episode since the incident.
Okay.
The store building itself remained unused until November 2013 when TJ Maxx took it over for use as a retail outlet.
Okay.
So from 2008 to 2013, it
Okay.
remained unused.
Okay.
I'm not that surprised.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to be in a store where 5 people were murdered?
Yeah. So back in April this year, like I said, there's not a lot of stuff about this. This is such a cold case with little information.
Okay.
So back in April, Charlie Min turned his eyes on this case when he announced that on an episode of Banfield that he is gonna do this case as his next project.
Okay.
He said,
and I like him. He interviews the victim's family. He goes through exactly what happened.
and he does not hesitate to push back
Yes.
on like police and stuff.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I don't always
You
agree
don't
with
wanna-
it.
Yeah.
I don't always agree with it, but it gets answers and gets results.
Yes. And he doesn't always, especially if it's solved, spend really any time on the perpetrator.
No. He gives him like a brief, like, this is it, but he focuses on the victim.
Sometimes he doesn't even say the name.
No. But his documentaries are very graphic.
Yes, they are.
They
but
do
if
not
you want good
hesitate.
documentaries, he's really good.
And like I said, I know he's a hit or miss with people, but
Yeah.
I'm excited about this because
Yes.
I think he actually could get answers
Yes.
because of how hard he pushes.
Yes.
So he said, it's been 17 and a half years. Maybe change your strategy a little bit. It's an absolute travesty that this is unsolved. So he's already like criticizing the police.
Yeah. And he's not even there yet.
Mm-hmm. Authorities have not reported any recent breaks in the cold case. And this is long after releasing the sketches of the gunman and garbled audio of the killer's voice
I mean,
that is heard on a 911 recording.
Wouldn't you think that somebody would know about the green beads on the end of his corn roll?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh, that's my friend, or I saw him, or because they're not going to know what kind of car he went in.
No. But what's interesting is that his voice is heard on the 911 recording from one of the victims called for 911. Maurice Hamilton, who's the brother of McFarland, the woman who made the 911 call. So McFarland was the store manager, so she made the 911 call.
Okay.
Her brother said Tinley Park police have updated families periodically. He told CBS his mother died last year without knowing who killed Rhoda, but the family remains hopeful they'll learn his identity.
Yes.
Saying, I think of the person as a coward and I wish nothing but the worst for him. He'll come to justice one day, whether it's here or up there.
Yes.
As I said, Charlie Min has very strong feelings on this case, stating that social media will ultimately be the ones to solve this case. He believes people would be better at this, he believes police would do better at this point by being more open with the media, podcasters, and filmmakers like himself who can reach wider audience. This fact has also been one of the biggest criticisms aimed at the police during the whole investigation, because they won't share anything. They won't share the bare minimum details. He also stated that what is probably one of my favorite quotes and a police criticisms all in one. He told an interviewer, I have a better chance of getting pregnant than the Tinley Park PD releasing any information. They are so tight-lipped.
Oh my God. Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
And that is why he remains one of my favorites.
Yeah,
He goes there.
he does.
Because I hold the same criticism, is that if you guys want to solve this, especially in this day and age, it has been seen that social media
Yes.
can solve a lot of these cases.
Yeah.
They solved some pretty big cold cases.
Yes. And DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You said that one of the people were sexually assaulted,
Yeah.
right? I wonder if they left DNA. But it doesn't matter if the person is never arrested or he never gets put into the system or his family member goes to 123andMe or
Mm-hmm. Beginning
any of those things. But I don't know if right now I don't even know if they have a sample because I don't know what's going on because the
they
police
don't
won't tell us.
no.
But I mean, they could, get one of those genealogies
Mm-hmm.
that solve so many cases.
Mm-hmm. But they won't reveal anything. Even if there's a survivor, usually if they have a DNA sample, that's usually shared.
Yes.
So there's still $100,000 reward for this information leading to the arrest of the
You
gunman.
would think that somebody would turn him in.
You would think. Unless he's like a transient, like a nomad.
He got rid of those green beads, I guarantee you.
Oh, 100%. He got out of Dodge really quickly.
Yes, he did. How much money did he get? We don't even know that.
No.
And it was morning.
Yeah, so if it was morning, what was February 2nd? What day of the week was that? Because all Lane Bryants operate on very similar schedules, so I actually can tell you.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't tell. It was a minimum amount because they didn't have the days uh what do you call them? They didn't have all the money in for the day.
No. Oh, okay. So it was a Saturday.
Okay. But
So
it was
Saturday morning, so that means cash drop was done earlier that week. So there was maybe Thursday and Friday deposits in the
yeah, but we don't even know if he got those.
in the safe.
Yeah,
and in the registers. So I don't know. So back then, I think we practiced the same things. So back then, if it was that early, that means they had just opened the store.
yes.
So if police got the 911 call at 10:45, they had been open maybe an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it also depends on a lot of circumstances. So they had been probably open since they also could have been open since 10.
Yeah.
Because it
So
wasn't
you're
during the
talking
holidays.
maybe 100, 150 and change.
So
And people pay credit card, but maybe yeah. In 2004, everybody
2008.
2008, everybody paid credit card.
There's checks, but those would be in the safe. And so there's I can speak on this. I can speak on my store because we're closed. Like my store closed a couple years ago. We kept maybe $200 in our registers.
Yeah, so the guy robbed the place. Quote, we think he robbed the place. We're not even sure about that. And he got away with maybe $200 because they didn't open the safe because, well, we don't even know if they opened the safe because we're getting no information.
Mm-hmm. And to open the registers, you had to have the key, and those keys were only on the manager.
Well, they killed the manager, so.
But if you killed the manager, knowing the manager was able to make a 911 call, then the chances are he may not have even gotten away with any of the money.
Yes. But we don't know that.
We have to speculate.
Yes.
And this will be a case that I researched, I have gone into. I would love to go and look at the newspapers.
Yes.
But like this is a case that I hold very close to me.
Yes.
So Tinley Park Police Department has recently assigned 2 new officers to look into this case.
Okay.
As of this year. This case has sat untouched for quite a few years.
Yes.
Even though they
How big is Tinley's police department?
What?
How big is the police department?
Good question.
Yeah. I'd like to know. Maybe they couldn't afford to, but with $100,000 reward.
But most of that was paid by Lane Bryant, which I'm
Oh.
kind of interested in who hosts their reward now, because Lane Bryant filed for bankruptcy a couple years ago, and they sold the company.
Well, maybe they had to put it in a trust fund.
It's pretty small. They have, as of right now, approximately 150 employees.
Okay, well, that's still quite a few officers.
Yeah, they're saying that they've had over 150 employees in general at that.
Okay. Okay.
And that was back in 2008.
Okay. So now they've assigned two new officers to this. I assume maybe it's a cold case.
So it was due to retirement of our lead investigator and the promotion of another, we decided now was the time to bring in a fresh set of eyes to review the evidence. The young officers we've assigned to this case have been doing an outstanding job so far, going back over hundreds of old leads and following up on new ones as they come in. And that was from the Deputy Chief, Lawrence Rafferty.
Okay. That still gives us no information.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is literally, I'm about to give you the very bare minimum information that has come from this case.
Okay.
So in the 14 years since the crime occurred, so mind you, it is 17 years now. So this was 3 years ago.
Okay.
Since the crime occurred, officers have followed up on more than 7,500 tips. In 2018, Michigan State Police created a 3D version of the original sketch made in 2008 from an eyewitness account to provide a more lifelike representation of the suspect.
Okay.
Saying, the mayor, Michael Glotz, said, "We've never given up on this case. Every year we make sure the police department has the resources they need to continue their investigation. We won't rest until the killer is brought to justice and the families of the 5 innocent women have the closure they deserve." Mind you, they said 5. There is a 6th.
Yeah.
Just because she didn't die does not mean she doesn't deserve
justice.
The justice and closure too.
Yeah.
Which that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Police said the suspect is a man between 6 foot and 6'2", with a husky build and broad shoulders. He appeared to be 25 to 35 years old at the time of the killings, meaning he would be 39 to 49 years old today. He has a medium to dark skin tone.
Okay.
At the time of the murders, as I said, he wore braided hair with 3 to 5 puffy rolls pulled towards the back of his head. One braid hung down the right cheek and had the light green beads on the end.
Okay. I can't believe somebody didn't know that.
And this is the great part. The man was wearing a dark-colored waist-length jacket and black jeans with embroidery on the back pocket similar to a cursive G. He also was wearing a charcoal gray ski/skull cap. They knew exactly what this man looks like.
Yeah, it sounds just like it.
And yet, nobody has come forward. So the only logical thing I can think of is that he kept quiet and got the hell out of town. He is dead, or he's in jail.
Yeah.
Or he literally has no connection to any single person on this goddamn earth. He just vanished.
With maybe $200. Okay, but we don't know that. He could have gotten in the safe.
But it also, then that safe also, the deposits depends on how much money you made the day before.
Yeah.
So it was a Saturday, so hypothetically Friday. So my store, we did our deposits Friday morning. Monday and Friday morning.
Okay.
Sometimes earlier in the week, sometimes it depends on how much we were bringing in.
Okay, so there would have been no money on Saturday.
No money. They would have had Friday night deposit, which, depending on how much they made, could be anywhere from literally $20. Actually, $1. We've had $1 and some spare change before. We literally had one day where we had 5 cents as our deposit, and that was just over what was over our $200 limit for the day.
Yeah.
So it can literally range anywhere from a few cents, and especially in a strip. And I'm not speaking on the strip because my strip is the one I used to work at is still in business, and they may have changed some stuff because a lot of shit went down at that store. A Friday night, hypothetically, in a small town, in a small town, because Tinley Park is pretty small. In 2008, they would maybe have at most maybe 150 in the safe as a deposit, and that's on a good day.
So he might have gotten away with $350. Maybe. We're not even thinking maybe. I mean, we're talking.
He got basically away with spare change.
Yeah. So he killed 5 people, tried to kill the 6th, and he got away with maybe $300.
Mm-hmm.
So he kept his mouth shut for 17 years. He's probably never been arrested again because his DNA isn't on file. But we're assuming that they have his DNA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So Rafferty continued saying, "This is still an active investigation, and we continue to pursue leads as they come in. We're hoping someone who may have been reluctant to contact us earlier with important information can now find the courage to step forward and help us bring this horrible tragedy to a close."
I I don't know what to say about that.
So what always threw me off is they have an extremely good sketch of him. They know what he looks like. They know what he sounds like. They've heard his voice. And so I have to agree with what Charlie Minna said. Tinley Park PD needs to be more forthcoming.
Yes.
And this case can't only be talked about once a year on the anniversary, because that's the only time this case is ever talked about in Tinley Park, is only on the anniversary of this case.
Oh
and we're doing these women and their families a huge disservice.
I know.
It's a huge disservice to them.
It is. These women all died.
Well, they were just trying to do their job and shop for clothes.
Yes.
Doing a very normal, everyday activity.
I just, I'm like shocked. I didn't know too much about this. I just knew that there had been one, but I assumed they solved it.
No, 17 years. And
Kinda
the only
reminds me-
time they talk about this case, like I said, is on the anniversary.
Oh my God. How many more? I watched a Kentucky Fried Chicken one that happened in Torrance.
Yeah, you and I watched it.
By the ex-employee, and I was like, it. They had everything right there.
Mm-hmm.
The yogurt murders, the yogurt
Yep.
shop murders. I mean, come on, people. Just release some of the information so people can know.
Because there has to be something. And 7,500 tips, they said over that.
Yes.
There has to be something in there that they are missing that maybe someone else can be like, oh, wait.
Yes.
And so that's they need to release something to social media.
Yes.
And like people can kind of say what they want about social media, but one thing is that podcasters have shown that they have picked up clues that the police don't.
Yeah.
Social media, they've picked up clues that the police don't.
Yes. Look at all these people that have done things on different cases and have solved it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not they're like
investigators, ex-police. You have like ex everything, like they're able to do it. And then you also
have the private investigators to get hired by the families and actually figure out everything and give it
look
to
at the
police.
Journalist, the investigative journalist.
Yes.
So
they're out there.
There has to be something in these cases where they are missing something.
Yes, they are.
And so, yes, the greatest step is bringing in new eyes to look at this.
Yes.
That's great, because they can now, maybe they'll see something that the previous investigators didn't do.
Yes.
But I don't think this can be solved without the help of social media.
Yes. I agree. I mean, they said that they did a new 3D rendering
They did
of.
a 3D rendering of him.
Yes, and nobody knows who he is.
It is so like descriptive, and they know exactly what he's wearing. Again, they have an audio, and I don't understand why that audio hasn't been cleaned up
And released.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I love my children, but if they murdered 5 people and injured a sixth, and they gave out a description of you, I would cut your hair and hide you. No. So, wow. I don't know how they couldn't have found somebody like that. There's a good one.
I'll include it. But yeah, with its green beret, they literally have side by side of him. They have that is a very distinctive man.
It is.
He is very distinctive, and at 6 foot to 6'2".
Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. I would recognize somebody who looked like that.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, the only time he is discussed is
On the anniversary.
on the anniversary. And I think Charlie Min can do it because
I think so
I think
too.
he'll push so hard.
I can't wait to see it. When's he gonna start doing it?
I think he's started. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's something that pisses me off. They have a description of the car, and there was a police officer in the fucking parking lot.
There's a description of the car.
And there was a police officer in the parking lot when this happened.
Wow. Just wow. And the police officer didn't hear the gunshots?
No, but that's why they were able to respond so quickly. So, did he park in the back? Like, what happened?
Yeah. And how did he see it? How did they see the car? Cameras, maybe? I don't know.
So, there was a video of 2 cars leaving the loading dock of the Lane Bryant store. Whether they were involved in the incident has never been confirmed at the time of the murders.
Wow. That's all I got to say. I don't know. Okay. I'm definitely interested in what you guys have to say about this murder.
And I have to think that he is in jail or he died.
Yeah.
That's the only logical conclusion in my head.
Well, we don't know if they got DNA or not. So if he was arrested, we don't know.
But they supposedly do have the DNA, but they don't. But they have never confirmed it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's so many theories out there. Like there's one of how like it was national women, a woman who did it, and that's why they were able to get away for so long, which never grabbed me.
Yeah.
And some people do think it was an inside job. Because why the fuck would you rob a woman's plus size clothing shop on a Saturday morning at 10 a.m. when they have no cash?
I know. And we don't even know if they took the cash, if they got into the safe. We don't know any of that.
No, because the police don't tell us anything.
Yeah. Wow. You'd think after 17 years they would tell us something.
You would think.
Yeah. I would think they would have told us in the beginning to help us find them.
You would think. But the fact that they can't confirm that they have the DNA, they have not confirmed that the 2 cars leaving the loading dock, which by the way, the loading dock is nothing, it's just a back door.
Yeah.
It's just a back door. You have all of this. You have not released this to the public. You have not confirmed any of this.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. So now
this case heats me up.
Yeah. Now that we're royally pissed off about the 5 people that are dead and the 1 person who almost lost their life. But, and the great description we have on this guy and everything else and the great picture and everything like that.
That's what baffles me.
Yes. I definitely want to hear what you have to say about this. And, well, there's fresh eyes, but that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we haven't gotten anywhere. So,
If you can't tell, this case heats me up.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think Charlie Min will probably be able to push more.
Oh, I can't wait to see him do this.
Yeah.
Can't wait. So definitely look out for it. Because
I think he just started
filming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let us know what you think. And if you know the person, turn them in. $100,000 reward. And it's still there.
It's still there.
Yes. Okay, sweetheart. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Oh.
This case gets me heated.
Yes, it does. Okay. Have a good day.
Yep.
Okay, bye.